now we are going to change it for an old Roomba. So I have got an old Roomba at my house, and it does not have a eye sensor, so like a distance sensor to see something. It's got bumper sensors. So if the robot runs into a chair or the wall, or if I left my shoes on the ground and it runs into those, the bumper sensor gets bumped, it gets pushed in, and then the robot knows that it needs to turn around. So let's see. And the great thing is with our VR robot here, it's got two bumper sensors as well, a left bumper and a right bumper. So if the left bumper is pushed, we want it to turn right for a random amount from 120 to 180 degrees. And then if the right bumper is pressed, we want it to turn left for a random amount from 120 to 180 degrees. So we're going to use a lot of this same code that we've got here, except we want to use two if statements. So if left bumper is pressed and if right bumper is pressed. So that is called an if, elif, else if, and then the else. And we'll still keep this same else statement. So I'm just going to go in here on this code that we've got for the front eye sensor, and I am going to delete where it says front eye near object. And then over here on the left side, I'm going to click on sensing, and I am going to grab bumper pressed, and I'm going to put it right there next to my if statement. So if the left bumper pressed, we want to turn right for a random amount from 120 to 180 degrees, and then the wait the 5 milliseconds so that it doesn't get overwhelmed. Okay, and I'm just going to delete some lines of code here. And like I said earlier, we need another if statement. So instead of saying if, what we're going to do is I'm going to click return, and then I'm going to tab over so it's in line with my eye. Let's see, if I click on logic, you can see it over here, elif, and I'm just going to type it in. So I'm going to say elif, and then do you see how it turned blue? So that means it recognized it. Elif, so else if space, I'm going to go to sensing again. I'm going to grab bumper press, and I'm going to put it right next to it, except this time where it says left bumper pressed, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to type in right bumper. Awesome. And when I clicked on right bumper there, it popped up with bumper again, so I'm just going to delete that. So it should say right underscore bumper dot pressed. And then do you see up here how it has a colon? We need to make sure we've got a colon. I'm going to click enter, click return, and then we need to put the same code as from our left bumper pressed. So I'm just going to highlight this, and I'm going to do Command C. And then right underneath, it needs to be indented as well. So let's see, elif, and then it's indented over, it's spaced over. So this is going to happen if our right bumper is pressed. So if our right bumper is pressed, we don't want it to turn right, which would keep it going into the wall. So I'm going to delete where it says right, and I'm going to type in left. When I start typing, that pops up, and then we've got our wait 5 milliseconds. Awesome. And then else, we still want it to drive forward. We've got all of this inside our forever loop, which is our while loop. And